All right, Barack, rise and shine. It's time to get ready for your first day of classes. I sure am excited.
Barack, what in your warped mind could have possibly possessed you to get up this early?
Donald, I have to get ready for class, and you should too.
I already told you that I'm not going to class, but even if I were, I wouldn't need to be up at 4:45 in the morning.
Well, you know what they say, the early bird gets the worm.
Yeah, whatever, just keep it down. I have some Doritos Cool Ranch steak papadillas to sleep off.
Sure, but just a quick thing before you go.
Oh, what is it?
It's about your, to be honest, I'm a little loath to bring this up, but has your, how do I say this?
Just spit it out, Barack.
All right, has your bulge always been so substantial?
Have you never noticed my package before?
I can't say I have.
Well, yes, I've been extremely well endowed since my preteen years.
Good, glad to clear that up. I think I'll get back to getting ready now. Take a deep breath, Barack. I'm sure everyone going in there is just as nervous as you. Excuse me. Trying to get through here. Oops, sorry for stepping on your foot. Phew, I made it. I shouldn't have spent so much time doing my hair this morning. Hello, classmates. My name is Barry O. I hope we have a great time together.
Shut up. I hear the professor of this class is really tough and won't stand for anyone talking.
Ooh, a tough professor, huh? He'll probably be a real hard ass at first, but I bet we'll eventually discover that deep down, he has a heart of gold.
Silence, everyone. Class has started, and we have important business to get to. Good. Now I welcome you all to Intro to 3D AS Design. After this month is over, each and every student who passes this rigorous and demanding class will be able to design the plump and juicy asses that you see in many of today's AAA titles.
This is perfect. I'm sure that the skills I learn here will really help me in the more erotic portions of my hentai game.
Shh, stop talking before he hears.
Is that the chattering of disobedient pupils I hear? Please stand up, whoever has the gall to talk through our discussion on thick butts.
Oh, I'm sorry, Professor, that was me.
Young man, do you find asses to be unimportant? Because I'll have you know that a well-designed ass can turn a dime a dozen video game character into a certified baddie.
No, not at all. I'm a huge fan of a slamming booty. And may I say that I'm very excited to be in this class.
Excited, are you? Maybe you'll think about that tomorrow when you enter this class again. As for now, I'll have to ask you to leave. I have no leniency when it comes to talking out of turn. Good day, sir.
You can't be serious.
I am very serious.
Oh, okay, I guess I'll be going then.
Now, class, we shall begin our studies by looking at video game asses of the 80s.
All right, Sleepy Joe, this is where we go our separate ways. I can't believe you're actually going to go to class like Barack instead of trying to join a frat with me.
Yeah, frats just seem all about trying to hook up with college girls, and they're a little old for me. Plus, I'd love to see how much history these colleges get wrong. Like how people think Malcolm X was actually black, and not a white man in blackface who was doing an epic goof.
I might keep the truth about that one close to the chest. I mean, we are in a blue state. Also, I see you haven't changed out of the Japanese schoolboy clothes.
Well, I realized this morning that I mostly just packed video games and playbills, so I guess this is just my outfit from now on.
Makes sense. All right, well, I'll see you around the quad, I suppose.
Bye, Donald.
Now, which frat is going to have the extreme pleasure of having the Trumpster join their ranks? Here it is, Beta Theta Pi. Normally, I'd never want to be associated with anything with beta in its name, being an alpha after all, but I hear the guys here are the biggest party animals on campus.
Oh, is that some fresh meat I see?
That voice sounds familiar, but it couldn't be. Haresh, it's you, but how can that be? The last time I saw you, you were dying in the cargo hold of Kim's spaceship.
It'll take more than several minutes of oxygen deprivation to kill old Harish. When I heard the self-destruction alarms go off, I hopped into another ship and took it back to Earth. Sorry for not waiting on your friends. I had a few new Uber requests to take care of.
Oh, Haresh, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just so happy to see that you're still alive, but what are you doing at Rutgers?
I've been taking classes in my downtime for years so I can become a doctor.
An Indian doctor? That's a little on the nose, isn't it? You should be an African studies major instead. Hey, by the way, do you know anything about the fellas at this frat? I'm looking to join.
Know anything? I'm this frat's president and we'd be more than happy to have the Trumpster on board.
Sweet! So far, college has been working out super well for me.
And it's only about to get better. Now come on and meet the boys. I'll let you crash in Ethan's room while he's back home for the summer. You'll love Ethan when you meet him. He once did a solo case race in 30 minutes.
Excuse me, can I get everyone's attention? Thank you. Unfortunately, I have some bad news. This summer's intensive history class has been cancelled due to unforeseen circumstances. Aww. Additionally, the university has already spent your tuition money on a faculty retreat to the Playboy Mansion, so you won't be refunded.
Sorry I'm late, Professor. I hope I didn't miss anything important.
I'm not your professor. He died yesterday in a crowd crush at a Taylor Swift concert. This class has been cancelled.
Wait, if it's cancelled, does that mean I'll have to leave Rutgers?
Unfortunately so, young man.
Heavens to Betsy, I can't let that happen. There must be something we can do.
The only solution is finding a history expert to teach the class, but I'm not sure where you'll find one on such short notice.
A history expert? Well, I'm pretty much one. I know a ton of history, like, did you know that brachiosauruses were known to fight T-Rexes and they used all sorts of moves like tail spins and flip attacks?
I didn't know that, but it sounds accurate, so I guess you can teach this class if you'd like. I must be going now. I have some unauthorized dorm searches to conduct.
All right, well, it looks like I'll be your teacher, so what are we supposed to learn today? Does anyone know?
The syllabus says the topic of today's lecture is the Titanic.
Ooh, the Titanic. I was on it, so I'm sure I can teach you all sorts of things about it.
Professor, didn't the Titanic sink in 1912?
You're quite right, young lady. April 15th, 1912, to be more specific. It was a Monday. And if the Garfield comic was around then, I'm sure Jim Davis would have had some hilarious things to say about that coincidence. Anyway, after striking the iceberg at 11:40 p.m., the lifeboats were quickly loaded. But the captain insisted that only women and children be allowed to board them. And his twink second officer, Charles Lightoller, executed that order to a T. Lucky for me, though, these Chinese fellas from steerage suggested we dress ourselves like women. It worked like a charm. We all were enjoying the complimentary hand jobs that Molly Brown was giving out in the lifeboats when we watched the ship break apart and 1,500 people drown.
I can't believe that I got kicked out of my class on the first day. Who knows how much important information on asses that I might be missing.
Hey, Barry O, is that you?
Oh, hi, Todd. How's it going?
Not so good. I got kicked out of my literature class for bringing up my favorite book.
Oh? What book?
It's called Hunter.
Hunter? I think I've heard of that. Pretty sure Sylvester Stallone bought the movie rights to it.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that, but I'm sure it'd make a great movie. I'm not certain, though, because I've never seen a movie before since my town doesn't have a theater.
You've never seen a movie? Well, we'll have to fix that, won't we? I got kicked out of my class today, too, so we should head on over to the movies and see Oppenheimer.
Really, Barry O? You want to see a movie with me? This is going to be awesome. Let's go.
Then George Washington unbuttoned his pants and kept on eating pies until time was called. His total ended up being 45, getting him the gold medal in the Revolutionary War pie eating competition.
Professor, you sure know a lot about history.
And you know the real stuff, not the whitewash narratives that are being forced upon us today.
Whitewash? You want to know where that term comes from?
Of course, Professor.
Well, it all began in ancient Egypt. One day, Pharaoh found out that black people were terrible at cleaning, so...
That movie was great, wasn't it?
It sure was. My favorite part was when they were in that gym, all cheering for Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah, that scene totally encapsulated the descent into madness he experienced over the knowledge that His invention could always be used to bring devastation to the world. Back already? I guess you didn't get into a frat. Too bad. Maybe you'll actually have to start taking college seriously.
I'll have you know that I'm the newest brother at Beta Theta Pi. I just came back to pick up a few things to bring to the house.
You've been in college one day and you're already in a fraternity?
Yeah, I bet you're jealous, aren't you?
No, I'm definitely not. I have more important things on my mind.
Co-parter.
Hey, Joe, how did your day go?
It was pretty good. I'm now a tenure-track history professor.
Not gonna lie, I saw this coming. I won't hold it against you now that you're the man, though. You're still invited to the party my frat is having tomorrow.
Thanks, buddy. I may swing by for a little.
You can come too if you want, Todd.
I can't believe it. I'm going to go to my first college party.
What, you're not going to invite me?
Well, I figured you have more important things on your mind. Okay, see you, boys.
That guy is such a thorn in my side.
I'm so glad you're here, friend Donald.
I'm glad to be here, Haresh.
Okay, now come on. We are having a beer pong tournament in the kitchen to welcome you.
Awesome. Lead the way.